don't feel my feet at all. Now, before I got the vibration, I kept falling over nothing. I mean, literally nothing. I'd be walking beside my son and bam, down I got. I looked to see what I tripped over, nothing. I broke several ribs 3 times in a row. The vibration has super helped me. Fingers crossed, haven't fell in ages. I'm standing here now. I can feel my feet. I know they're there. I'm walking with the correct process. And that's all the vibration. Because I tried everything, and nothing helped.
Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice, consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
Fall prevention. It's a critical issue, especially for older people and people with health problems. You just really do not want to fall, especially when you're older. There can be disasters. When you're a kid, it's not a big deal. You're close to the ground, everything's supple and soft and flexible, and you just kind of practically bounce back up. Maybe you cry for mom, but you don't get injured as easily as older people who have more bone issues and joint problems and don't heal as fast. The great news is that whole body vibration is fantastic for helping you improve your balance and strength, your core muscles, so that you can recover better from losing your balance. Vibration is targeting a number of different factors that affect balance and falls. So it is strengthening your core muscles, which is critical for recovering when you're starting to fall. And it is stimulating the nervous system. In this situation, we're talking about the proprioceptor neurons in your body that help you balance and help you know where you are in space. So vibration, when you're on a machine, especially the kind that I recommend, it's vibrating 20 to 50 times per second. And that's causing those proprioceptor centers to shoot signals into your brain 20 to 55 times per second that your brain is processing and figuring out, how do I balance myself? How do I not fall? It's a huge workout for the whole system, as well as powerfully strengthening your muscles that hold you in place so that your body can work with your nervous system to keep you upright and not falling, not losing your balance, and recovering if you do start to lose your balance. There is research, in fact, showing that vibration is effective for helping people not fall. There was a 2018 research study that surveyed a whole bunch of different studies. They looked at lots of studies and combined all the results, and their final conclusion was that training with vibration platforms is reported to have an effect on enhancing muscle strength, improving balance, and reducing the risk of fall in osteoporotic patients. So they were looking particularly at people who have bone density problems where the issue is so critical. And they found that it did help. If you are worried about your bones and falling, vibration can help you. It is a fantastic tool. And I will just say too that I have many clients and customers using vibration machines who report they are just thrilled with the improvements to their balance. And they note also that they don't fall anymore. Actually, I have a testimonial that I want to read you. This is from a person who was age 73 and did have bone density issues. She had loss of balance and 6 falls in 6 months. She started the way I recommended, which was just very, very gentle. And then she slowly increased the time. Recently, she's been able to stand on the machine for 10 minutes every day. In the last 2 weeks, she's been able to walk around without a cane and regain what she thought she had lost, her ability to move. She feels much more stable and able to move, and that she can walk without her cane is a big indication of the improvement in her balance and strength. So I know that it's helping lots of you as well with balance. We're also going to talk today about how to use your vibration machine to optimize that effect and improve your balance. So go ahead and ask any questions you have, or tell us your experience with balance and preventing falls. I'd love to hear from you.
It has helped me be more stable, and I still struggle with balance, especially on one side, but it's improved, and I feel like it's going to help me improve more.
That's fantastic, Barbara. And you're 86, is that right?
Yeah, 86.
Wow.
Yes.
And have you found that you can walk further?
I'm starting just recently to get more ability to walk further and walk better, stronger. So I know I could go farther because of that.
How long have you been vibrating, Barbara?
I think it's about 2 years now.
That's really interesting that you're still seeing improvements.
Yeah, I don't just do that. I do other things, but altogether it makes a big difference.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I would recommend, is that you use the vibration to get yourself going. Making vibration part of a whole program is the best way to go with it. But it's particularly good at jump starting things, getting people going, because it's so easy. If you had to, you could sit on a chair next to it and just rest your feet on it, and you'd still get some benefits.
And it feels good too.
And it feels good.
Yeah.
That's right. And it gives you energy and improves your mood. So it's very, very easy. Addictive, almost.
The big things that I found, I have peripheral neuropathy due to radiation, chemotherapy problems, and what have you. And I had the chemotherapy when I was, let's say, 44, and I got complete peripheral neuropathy. I don't feel my feet at all. Now, before I got the vibration, I kept falling over nothing. I mean, literally nothing. I'd be walking beside my son and bam, down I got. And we looked to see what I tripped over, nothing. I broke several ribs 3 times in a row. When I went to the doctor, that's when I found I had osteoporosis. And then later on, I found you. And the thing is, I wasn't feeling my feet. They felt like they were hard lumps of nothing. And they were dropping because I couldn't tell my toes were going down. Because when you do a heel toe, you lift up. I wasn't doing the correct thing, which is why I was literally falling over nothing. The vibration has super helped me. Fingers crossed, haven't fell in ages. I'm standing here now. I can feel my feet. I know they're there. I'm walking with the correct process. And that's all the vibration. Because I tried everything, and nothing helped. And I haven't got it all back yet, but I'm feeling my feet. I'm feeling where my feet are placed. I couldn't even keep slip-on shoes or slippers on because I didn't do the automatic grip that you do when you're walking. I didn't even know you did that, but apparently we do. So I would lose it. I always had to have something tied around my ankles. And now I have slippers on again. So that's one thing.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Hey, Becky, I'm obviously really new to this, but the week when we were sorting out the machine issues, and I can't tell you how much I missed it. And I'm doing other things. I walk my dogs every day. I'm trying to watch what I eat. I'm trying to get in a healthier space, but I felt like I was really missing something. So I am so glad to have it back.
All right. Fantastic, Carol. Yeah, you only had a machine for a week.
Only for a week, but I'm telling you, it made such a big difference. And I just felt like I'm going to feel so much better when I get it back. And I just miss doing it for even that short a period of time, which is amazing, because usually when you start something new, it's like, oh, I got to go do it. But I don't feel like that about this.
Right. Well, this is the problem that I usually have with people, is trying to get them to hold back and not do too much too soon. Slow down. Don't use it so much.
Well, I've been telling everybody about it. Some people look at me kind of crosswise, like, what are you talking about? But that's okay. I'm a believer.
You know, you only got to get somebody on one of these machines once or twice.
Yep, I agree.
And they're hooked.
Yeah, and I had the other machine that one of your other people were talking about that I sent back. It was awful. I felt like I was in a blender.
Wow. Yeah. You're talking about another company's machine. That's like the wrong type of vibration that I don't
Absolutely
recommend.
The wrong type. Yeah. Didn't work for me. I felt like it was jostling everything. in a bad
Right.
way, not in a good way.
Right. Well, it is true. There's lots of different kinds of vibration, and especially somebody who's got a big balance problem, you want the right kind of vibration, this smooth vibration, or it's going to be a lot harder to use because there can be very wild motions, and you don't want to be doing that when you're already having a hard time standing, right?
I was going to say, you have to be careful when you're looking at certain vibration machines that are sold online. Amazon has probably 20, and I experimented with some and I had to send them back because they were vibrating right to left, not up and down. And that's, I was told by my doctor, chiropractor, who uses this machine, not to get that kind. That's the difference with your vibe machine. You're going up and down, not
Right.
left to right. The good vibe machines, the whole thing kind of goes up and down, but it's so fast.
Right.
It's,
Right.
thousands of times a minute. It's just like a brrr. But the ones that go left to right, those are the ones
Yeah.
you have to be careful of. And then some do all kinds of weird things. But the body
Right.
doesn't,
Right.
can't really heal with that. That's what my chiropractor explained to me. He said, you've got to have the really simple,
Right.
just up and down to buy.
Especially if you're trying to deal with osteoporosis and bone density or muscle strength, you really need that up and down, that one you're describing where the whole plate goes up and down gently at a high speed.
Yes, very important to notice.
And I think on Amazon, 90% of the machines on Amazon, if not 99%, are doing oscillation, very wild motions, with a few doing this back and forth, and virtually none are doing the right amount of vertical up and down, because there's also a massive range in how much is it going up and down, from just a little bit to more to a really large amount, although those aren't on Amazon and they cost like 10 to 15,000. So most people aren't going to run into those, but you want to get the right amount of that vertical vibration also, and at the right speed. So there's quite a few parameters to be aware of and watch for. And I hate to say it, but companies, they know people are looking for certain things and they get real deceptive and try to fake you out. So you think you're getting what you're supposed to be getting, but you're not.
Hey, Becky, to add to that, I had bought an oscillating model, the one that I had that I returned, and the whole hype was older people with balance issues can use this. So I got on that. My mom is 86 years old, and I'm thinking, if she got on here, she would fall and break something. There's no way. I mean, I'm in good health. I don't have balance issues. I'm lucky to be relatively healthy, and I was struggling, and I'm like, there's no way. I think they're really doing a disservice to people by hyping them that way, because somebody's going to get hurt and they're going to have a lawsuit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, at a minimum, an older person with balance issues trying to use one of those machines got to have a very solid structure to hold on to. And most of those machines don't have any type of handle.
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. It is a problem waiting to happen.
It's my insight that what this machine does more than maintain balance is by innervating the muscles and stimulating the nerves, it allows one to recover more quickly from an imbalance. I think that's what prevents the falls. It's one's reflexes that can recover in time to stop the fall.
Well, I think that's part of balance too, is your body is always making micro adjustments to keep you perfectly in balance. That is a matter of your muscles like adjusting to hold you properly. That's part of it. And the nervous system is learning to do that faster and better. And your muscles are learning to be able to do that better.
The machine differs from going to an exercise program, which are excellent, by the way, in gyms. But the machine innervates the little teeny tiny muscles that we don't even know we're using, the unconscious ones. And that vibration gets into the tiny, tiny cellular level muscle movement. And that's why I think makes it so different than just going to the gym is great, but you don't get that extra subtle, but very strong, tiny movement that the machine gives.
Yeah. And so so intensively too, because
Mhm.
20 to 50 times per second. And
Right.
you're on there, let's say 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's a massive stimulation to these systems,
Right.
training them and exercising them and getting all of those parts working together.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, onward and upward. Okay, let's do our whole body vibration workout. And if you're out there watching us, do a vibration workout with us with your machine, or if you don't have one, just join us anyway. Okay, we're going to do our workout today, and we're going to kind of focus a bit extra on improving our balance while we do our workout. So join us, and remember, turn your machine off after you've done as much as you know that you can handle. You don't want to do too much vibration too soon. We're going to do the beginner pose first, and that is a little bit of a squat and pulling up on straps if you have them. If you don't have these stretchy straps, you can just grab a hold of the canvas straps and pull up on those. This is good. It's both pushing down, increasing the weight that you're pushing against, and working your arms at the same time. Okay, so you're doing this. Now, if you wanted to be working on balance, if that's your biggest concern, don't touch anything, just balance, right? Okay, we're gonna do a lunge next. And this one, I would recommend if you want to work on your balance, one foot is here, one foot behind you, but your hands not touching anything. Have something you can grab onto if you're gonna need it, if you might need it, so that you're safe and you don't fall. But adapt your exercises to challenge yourself with balance, and that will give you the best result. All right, we're going to do a cardio exercise next. We're doing interval training plus cardio. So you're getting a sort of whole body vibration HIIT workout or high intensity interval training, which is very good for your whole system, cardio and resistance training. So this is jumping jacks are the next one. And this is the real easy version, right? You could just be doing this if you need to. And you're balancing here because you're on one foot some of the time, right? If you can do this, great. Okay. Challenge yourself physically, workout wise with your muscles and with balance, because we're strengthening our muscles as well as stimulating our nervous system to learn how to balance better. All right, good job. Okay, we're going to do arm pulls next. So you're standing on a plate, your plate, and pulling your arms out to the side, right, like this, pulling up on straps. Now, if you wanted to be working on balance, you might take weights and do that so that you're not, this will make your work for balance a little bit harder. Now push to the back. And if you really wanted to, you could be doing this on one leg, right? Like this to really challenge yourself. Whew. All right. Now, be sure to have something you can hold on to if you need to, that you can grab onto. All of my plates come with optional handles. And if you, there's also, you can put it near something to hold on to, like that's very solid. We're going to do a lunge on the other leg now. So put the other leg on the plate, bend your back leg, and pull on this strap. This is very challenging balance, actually, because the pressure on your body is changing. So you're having to adjust to the pressure from this side. This is quite challenging for balance, and it's excellent training for you. All right, so your workout is going to be a good balance exercise. We're going to do next another cardio, mountain climbing, right? Okay, like this. You can just lift your legs like this. And if you could do it with a jump, that's good. Now you're getting a balance right here, right? If you need to be holding on, okay. But if you can do it without, challenge yourself, because the more you stretch the system, your ability, the more opportunity your body has to really learn and improve. Okay. Whew. All right. Good job. All right. We're going to do some core exercises now. These are very important for recovery that people were talking about. All right. Core. This is a standing core exercise. I'm pulling down with a weight and switching with the other legs back and forth, pulling them up at the same time. More difficult, and you have to be able to get up and down for this. So if you can't, just continue what you're doing, is to do a V shape. For the rest of the exercises, I'm going to show you two versions, a standing version and a sitting version, or a down low version. You choose which one you can do. And if you can't get up and down, just do the standing ones. So this is a V shape, and look at all the balance you're doing, because only your rear end is on the plate. That was very good for balance. Push-ups are next. So if you have some weights, these are just water bottles, and you can start with these, and maybe eventually you can get strong, heavier ones. Pushing up, right? You can do a little bit of a squat while you're at it, or if you really wanted to challenge yourself, if you're up to it, you could do this on one leg, right? Whoa, that's not easy. A trick is to focus on something in the distance. That will help you a great deal. But whew, that's good. You could switch legs. All right, if you want to be getting a really big push-up, do it down here, like this. Okay, good job. And you could be on your knees doing the push-up, like this, or on your toes, if you can. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to do running in place, kicking our heels up to the back, like this. Okay. All right. So running in place. This is our next cardio, and you got to have good balance for this, right? I'm on one foot and then the other, one foot and the other. If you can't do that, you could be holding on and lifting your feet one by the other, or you could be practicing just standing and on one foot and balancing. But we're trying to do cardio right now, so it'd be better you want to get your heart rate up to target all the different systems in our body. So if you can be running, that's the best. All right, that's what you're aiming for. You'll get there. Okay, diagonal crunches. We're still doing core. Now we're going to go off to one side and going to the opposite knee, and just stick with that. Okay, this is the standing version, and the down here version, which is harder. You're in that V for victory, but you're leaning to one side and the bottom leg is bent, right? Okay, and now you're trying to touch your right elbow to your left knee, or opposite elbow to opposite knee. And this hand can be down for balance. It's already quite difficult to balance. If you could lift that up, which is really very difficult, you could try that. But you know what? You are strengthening all those muscles. And that is going to help you a great deal also. All right. Triceps dip. That's the back of your arms, right? Hands above you, straight above. And then drop with the weights if you can, and just drop your hands down, keeping your elbows in place. So your hands are going down below. You'll start to feel that. If you can't do it with the weights, that's fine. Do it without. All of these exercises can be done with weights or without. Down here, hands on the plate, body off. The further out your feet are, the harder it gets. Okay. So, and then up and down with using your arms, and you'll feel it in the back of your arms. Here we go. All right. Good job. Whew. All right. Nice job. Okay. And we got another cardio. We're going to do kicking out to the side, Look at all of the balance you need for this. You're on one leg and you're moving. All right. So if you can't do it without holding on to something, that's fine. You could do a few in one side and then switch to the other, do the other side. But if you can jump, you need to adjust these exercises for you. Choose the right level. So you're challenging yourself, but you're safe. And you're not hurting yourself. You know, you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want it to be a walk in the park either. Okay, here we go. Good job. Whew. All right, let's see. We are doing the diagonal crunch in the other direction, the other side. So now we're going to go off this side, do the opposite knee, like this. Okay, and pull it down hard and pull up with your foot, your leg. Or down here, lean to the other side and do the opposite. Bottom leg bent, top elbow trying to reach bottom knee. The top leg is straight as much as you can. And this hand is touching the floor if you need it. Well, pretty much everybody will need that. Okay, there we go. Straighten this leg as much as you can. And you are balancing on just one point. Because you're rolled over to the side. So, oh, wow. Very hard to pick your hand up with that. Okay. We're going to do a pelvic bridge. That's getting this whole pelvic area, the muscles there. Bend your knees, have your weights right here, and then push your pelvis forward like that. And really push it far forward as you can, and then back. And you'll feel that area getting a workout. If you're down here, put your feet on the plate, and you're going to lift your body up, have a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. You want to challenge yourself and do some balance. One foot. Try lifting your hands up too. That's putting a lot of pressure on this leg, so it's hard and it's balance, more balance. Okay, we're going to do the other leg. We're going to do another one of those, so don't worry. Okay, now one more cardio. Go down, pick up a basketball and throw it. If you can't jump, that's fine. Just lean over as much as you can without falling. Pick something up and throw it like this, okay? All right. And if you can add a hop, that would be great. All right, there you go. You are a basketball player, basketball star. Here you go, running down the field and shooting for the basket. Woo, home run. No, and it's in. It's a basket, I guess they call it. There you go. All right, nice job, everybody. That was our last cardio. We're gonna do a plank next. If you're standing, we're gonna do off to one side and then off to the other side with your knees bent a little bit like this. Okay, we're engaging the core when we're doing this. And a true plank, which would be down on the ground, is a big core, abdominal, backs. You're on your elbows like this with a straight line from your shoulders to your heels, like this, right? Or if you wanted to, you could do both hands. You could be straight arms. And here's your big balance and workout is to do it on one side. Whew. That is hard work. Okay, we've got one more pelvic bridge. So if you're standing, remember, that is with your knees bent and then pushing your hips forward and back. Forward and let them go back. All right. And if you're down here, all right, do a pelvic bridge. And if you can do a one-legged one, that's great. One-legged and hands in the air. Whew. That's challenging. All right. Good job. Good job. I'm going to show you another couple of other exercises. Did the thing beep? There it is. Okay. So we're just going to show you one of my very favorite balance exercises, which is the yoga tree pose. Whew. Have something to hold on to in case you need it, to grab onto. But one leg, you're on one foot, and then creating a tree. I got to look at something in the distance. That is enormous help. The other thing is to imagine a string from your head to the heavens holding you up. Surprising, amazing how much just that thought can stabilize you, which is good because you can you feel how hard all the muscles in your feet are working to keep you stable, keep you balanced? All right. Now, we still get our massage. So choose any position you like that's your favorite. I'm gonna just sit down, I think, and relax and feel the vibrations going through you. You have done fantastic work for your body, and you need your massage. That is your reward for taking such good care of yourself. So just relax, feel those vibrations going through you and moving all the blood and lymph around and stimulating your whole body. But it feels like a massage, doesn't it? Just so relaxing. I could feel my body just like relaxing. I'm ragdoll here. All right. Good job, everybody. All right, we will be here 3 times a week for you to join us, and have a wonderful day.